everyone, welcome to Nook's Tavern. We're doing a quick test to see if everyone can hear not only my audio, but also Kurt's.
Hello.
We need you in chat to let us know if you can hear both of our voices, since I have a new board. Yes, to both! All right.
Nice.
All right, you ready, Kurt? Let's go back into the green screen, the green room. All right, you ready?
Okay. Yep.
All right. Recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take it away.
And welcome to Nook's Tavern, the in-game in-studio podcast all about Animal Crossing New Horizons. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can go to patreon.com/Nooks Tavern or join us right here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Nooks Tavern. Throw some bits, throw a sub, give us some money. Please, give us some money. But with me, as always, is the rocket to my Groot, Mr. Philip Keating.
Hi, Kurt.
Hey, Phil. What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a couple of weeks, right? I mean, seems like it's been a long time.
Yeah, no, it's been. I know we missed last week, but I don't remember after that.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay. We missed 1 week. Is that all we missed?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but it's been a couple of weeks since we actually did this. So, yeah, it's been kind of a slow news week, right?
Well, that's the thing, right? I was scouring all the news last week, and I legitimately could not find anything to talk about, right? There wasn't even, like, the news that I brought today, we didn't even have last week, and I'm not even bringing heavy news with me this week, right? I knew that we had this late January update that's supposed to be coming through, so I said, let's push it 1 week, because, you know, if it is even coming in the last week of January, they'll at least give us a week's notice with the video, so we'll at least have the video to talk about on the 21st.
Right.
That didn't happen.
Nope.
So
I'm a little surprised we haven't gotten anything yet.
Yeah, but it's fine because we've got the show covered, and we'll make it through. We'll make it through, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, what's really cool about this week is we have a guest in the studio with us.
Yeah, no. He's it's on his to-do list to just stop on by before he's got to go do other things.
Right. It's what's really remarkable is that he's better lit than we are.
Well, when you live up in Vermont, what do you expect?
Apparently, the studio's a little chilly though.
Yeah.
So
it's January.
It's January. So, yeah, and if you'd like to know what we're talking about, you need to show up in Twitch and watch the live broadcast. It's you never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, and let's face it, you know, it's not that far to go from Washington, D.C. to Pennsylvania.
That's true.
It's
it's
really
very
close.
true. So, yes, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to hop right into the news?
Sure. So, this is the news. Okay. So, apparently you brought this. Do you want to introduce it, or do you want me to introduce it?
No, I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
So Animal Crossing is getting an official makeup line.
What?
Yes, that's true. Featuring fun shades inspired by the island paradise life of Color Pop Co. and Animal Crossing New Horizons makeup collection add some new hues to your look in this year. Actually, it's coming on the 28th, so it's coming here next week for people to pick them up. I know, like, a lot of people play this game with their kids and their daughters, and even I know a couple mothers who listen and are introducing their young kids to makeup, and they also like Animal Crossing, so it's a good, option for you to have colors that run into your game, but also have the characters on the compacts themselves.
I mean, the characters on the compacts themselves make sense to me. I mean, obviously, it's that's probably some of the appeal for people who would buy this. I'm a little concerned about the palettes. Well, so I understand the different designs, but when the palettes for the makeup actually match the characters, it's a little weird. I mean, you got Isabel, and they've got like a yellow makeup palette, I guess, and then 3 pink or red.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry.
then-
I didn't realize that you were such a makeup aficionado.
I'm just looking. I'm looking. Like
Okay.
the Able Sisters one is all like shades of purple. You got shades of brown for Celeste and I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Um,
Kurt, you don't have to buy it.
Oh, I thought we were contractually obligated.
No, no, no. You don't have to buy it, Kurt.
Oh, then yeah, cool. Do what you want.
I'm gonna super try to get these for you. But I mean, it's just another avenue for the IP of Animal Crossing to go down, right?
Yeah,
And
clearly.
if the figures that we talked about 2 weeks ago is any indication, like normally if an IP or an item gets put into the Animal Crossing world, they're difficult to find.
Right.
Those figures sold out within minutes.
Right. Yeah, it's hey, whatever keeps driving sales, I suppose.
That's true. I mean, if they're willing to give their IP out to third party companies,
Right.
it's showing signs that there is growth that they see there, and they don't feel bad about putting their logo and their characters onto products.
Yeah, this would have been a terrible, terrible failure with, well, and pretty much any of the previous ones, right? I mean, there's no way anybody would have paid any attention because it didn't capture the hearts and minds like it did this past year.
No, not at
So-
all.
So
But I
that's
just,
cool.
I found it interesting because, merchandise is hard to find for the old Animal Crossing IP.
Animal Crossing: The Flamethrower. So yeah, it's cool. The only other what I had found was a kind of a piece of merchandising as well. Just wired controllers for the Switch. I found it weird that it was wired. And I didn't put it in the show notes, so I know I'm catching you off guard a little bit.
Nope,
But
I got him.
yeah, so it's the nice thing is that they're shaped kind of like the Pro controller, and that just that big old handheld controller type, but also they were $25.
Well, that's why. That's why they're wired, right? Because they
Yeah.
can cut down on costs and then get these out to people at a cheap price. The interesting thing about these controllers that I'm looking at is they've got 3 buttons on the back on the hand
Yeah.
grips,
Yep.
which isn't standard for your Pro controllers. Is this made by a third party or is this made
Yes.
by? Okay,
Yeah, it was made by a third party called A Power, I think, or Power A.
Powerade.
Yeah, so they what the one that I thought was really cool, and granted it wasn't, they had 3 Animal Crossing ones, but they also had a bunch of other Nintendo branded ones, and there's a silver Mario one
Okay.
that looks awesome, and it's just all silver with the exception of the Mario M in the middle of it.
But also, I mean, $25 for a Switch controller is fantastic because,
Yes.
I mean, the Joy-Cons alone are still $60 to $70. Your Pro controllers are still very expensive, and they're not worth that high price point, in my opinion.
Right.
And, if you have kids, you don't have to worry about keeping them charged because it's really just you plug and play.
Right. Yeah.
And if anything happens to them, they're only a $25 investment instead of like a $70 to $80 investment.
Right. So I was actually thinking about picking one up just to have a spare controller.
Which one were you looking
Just-
at?
I
The
don't know.
Nook or the Isabel?
I was actually looking at the Nook one.
Yeah, me too. I think
yeah.
between the two of them, I would probably lean that way as well.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to like the one that has a bunch of the different characters in it, but I just don't like the look of it.
it was too messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So that was cool. Otherwise, I was looking for news, and there really just wasn't
Well, it's kind of what we've run into with this game right now, right? We're in the winter. We didn't get bugs or anything like that, for the
Right.
northern hemisphere. And we have this update that they keep talking about, but we just haven't gotten it yet,
Right.
right?
I mean, we can't even talk about February bugs and fish and stuff because that'll be next week's podcast.
Correct.
So stay tuned.
But the only thing we can really do is speculate on not only when, but what is coming in this update.
Right. Right. So clearly, the one thing we know about is the Pave end of things will be coming in this update.
So, do you know much about Pave?
I just
In
know it
past
has to
games?
do with Mardi Gras, and no, I don't remember Pave in the other games because I don't. Maybe it just passed me by at the time, but
So
But I just-
I know that there was right. There was an event with Pave, and you had to go around and you had to catch different color feathers, and then turn them in, kind of like we've been doing with snowflakes.
right.
And then there's rare furniture that you can only get through Pave. That it all looks like it was made of paper.
Oh,
So some of the old like New Leaf and City Folk, all those, designs are still up and out there. So I'm wondering if they're going to be doing the same thing, but maybe change it a little bit or add something a little bit extra.
yeah.
But it seems like with a lot of these holidays that we've had, they've kind of stuck into like the core of the past holidays, but with something just a little bit different.
Right. So I think they've already announced that Pave's coming. I mean, so that's not really going to be the new thing. The fact that Pave's a peacock, I think is pretty cool because I don't think I've seen any other peacocks in the game,
No.
and so that's pretty interesting. I wonder. What's weird is what I've read is that Pave is set to make an appearance in late January. It's the 21st.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
how
Kurt,
much
that's
later?
why we skipped last week because
I
I figured
know.
the update would be here this week.
I know. So the question is really, what I think it would be really cool to have the furniture and things that look like paper or look like they're made out of paper. Was it more like a crepe paper type thing in the past?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I can
I
also
mean-
see like since it is based around Mardi Gras, some of the food that goes hand in hand with Mardi Gras, right? We've already had food be introduced into the game.
Right.
So what are those called? Oh God, Steve would kill me. Royal cakes?
King cake.
King cakes. Oh
Yep.
God.
Yep.
I'm glad
yep.
he's not here. Yeah, so like a king cake display I could probably see coming in.
What are those pastries? The
Beignets?
beignets. Thank
Nailed
you.
it.
Yeah. See, you got one. I got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We make a good team.
Right. And we still have plenty of those Mardi Gras pumpkins that we can grow.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's true.
Yeah. And they come in all different colors, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, do you think we'll get beads?
No.
Well, and the only reason I ask is because it's so pervasive in the whole Mardi Gras thing, and because of the way that we've done different collectibles in the game, with like even the New Year's hats came in different colored schemes and different designs. You could have like strings of beads, or even like an arch made of beads, that kind of thing.
Maybe. I don't think there's going to be wearable beads, but
No,
yeah.
probably not wearable, but like to trade. Like I could see us trading with the villagers. Give them some beads, they give you something. That's
possibly.
just that kind of thing.
I think that's a good idea, but I don't think it's a big enough holiday for that to happen.
You're probably right. So,
Because like Mardi Gras is when? February? Right?
yeah.
So we have Groundhog's Day, which they've done in the past with Mr. Rossetti.
Oh, Oh, the
right?
return of Rossetti would be so cool.
We have Mardi Gras with Pave. We
Yep.
have Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Yep.
You know, and I feel like there's one more February thing that I'm missing. Yeah. So, I think there's a lot of things that's going on, and I think a lot of them are going to be compressed because there's just too much going on.
Right.
And, we still have snowmen and snowflakes coming in until mid-February, they said, right?
Yep.
So...
Yeah, so this website that I'm looking excuse me, that I'm looking at, I'm getting all choked up.
No, that's all right, but I got you.
Because looks like they're going to be giving out candy.
Okay.
Or they might be giving out candy. I mean, at least that's what they did in City Folk and New Leaf. Actually, I'm sorry, candy and City Folk, feathers and New Leaf. So, feathers would be cool.
Well, that's what I said, right? You went around catching feathers.
But yeah, that's the thing, right? Is it feathers that you find like blowing around like the snowflakes, or is it
shaking trees,
or even just collecting from villagers or balloons?
Plucking your villagers of their feathers?
Yeah, maybe that's not such a great idea.
No, probably not. So other than Pave, like, what else are you hoping, or realistically hoping, that you'll get throughout this quote-unquote very late January update?
Okay, so...
Realistically, Kurt.
Yeah, I know. And so I'm just thinking whether or not we would have to wait. So when's the anniversary? The anniversary's in April, right?
March?
Was it March?
Yeah, it's March.
So, do we get a late February update for that instead of having it in this one?
Well, look, we already know that we're having that March update with all the Mario things coming in.
That's true.
Right? We know that's
true.
a thing that's happening.
So February, yeah, I mean, it does feel like there's something at the end of February that we're not thinking of, but it's not going to be leap year because that would have been last year had we had the game at that point. So yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's just Mardi Gras and Valentine's Day. And then
you think you get your Dancy Boys in?
Dancy Boys?
Yeah, your gyroids?
Oh, dude, that would be...
I said realistically, right?
Yeah, I know. I am losing hope that we're going to get gyroids, as much as that pains me.
I don't know, man. I really do think that they will hit the game at some point, but, they are running out of time to stay relevant, right?
Right.
They ran out of time to stay relevant. Now, look, if they come out in March with a huge update, like a whole huge update, that would be another thing, right? That would probably bring a lot of people back in. But there's still a lot after a year that we don't have that we've had in past games. I mean, we don't have to go through the list because we all know it. But there's still characters out there that we haven't seen.
I wonder if maybe February, during this kind of dead time, I wonder if maybe we get... Maybe we get something like a Brewster's.
I think that's asking too much.
It might be, but
that seems like a 1-year update to me.
Yeah, it could be.
Unless that's why they haven't announced anything, because they're working their butts off to kind of get it all in order.
Right. So I was just looking at historical events in Animal Crossing, and back in the original Animal Forest, the Nintendo 64 game,
yeah,
they had what was called Girls Festival that began on February 20th and continued to March 3rd, which would be an interesting gap filler if they brought that back.
And the last time they had that was on the N64?
Yeah. There's no indication it was anywhere else. They mentioned the Groundhog Day. They mentioned specifically Groundhog Day, which they had in Animal Crossing City Folk and New Leaf. They mentioned the Bright Nights Festival, which started on the first Monday of February and ends the following Sunday, which sounds like, well, no, that's different. That was only in Wild World. And then they had like a flea market in Wild World and City Folk. And then we get fishing tourneys. Yeah, and then just festival.
Yeah. Interesting. So what I foresee coming is obviously festival with Pavel or Pave. I would suspect we're gonna get some new reactions.
Oh, that could be.
Right?
Yeah,
because
that makes sense.
Something.
And we got lots.
Well, right. We have so many spots now in that second window that they're gonna have to just be filling them up. Especially if it's like festival, I can see like dancing and reactions and stuff like that.
Yep.
I know
dancing reactions.
Yeah.
That would be very, very cool.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would have been, and then they gave us yoga and working out.
Exactly, or like take a selfie.
Right. And haunt and all of those.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I think that would be that'd be really cool.
It would be interesting to see if and I know they haven't, I don't know if they've ever done this, but expand the museum and make fossils a thing again.
Like more fossils?
Yes.
I think that would be awesome. I would love that so much because it just seems it seems too limited. Look, I haven't finished my bug collection. I finished my fossil collection really quickly. And really quickly for me. I mean, not quickly for a lot of people, but it was absolutely able to be done. It was quick.
Very quick. It was like 3 months and we were all done our fossils.
Right. And since we know that those are not all the dinosaurs anybody's ever heard of, it'd be cool to expand on that.
Yeah. I'm not asking for more fish and bugs, but I would want them. But just make fossils matter again.
Yeah.
Because nobody's... I mean, I'm digging them up and I get them transferred over and I give them out to gifts for friendship levels. But, like, nobody is really doing that but a couple of us.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It'd be really cool. I'm still not 100% happy with the art situation with the whole Reds thing.
Yeah.
I just think that it could be much better. And maybe let Red do what Red does, but if memory serves, we were able to get artwork from the villagers back in the day.
I think so.
And then you had to determine whether or not they were real, because they may not know. But it wasn't just like you're dealing with a shady dealer that comes by boat every 6 months.
Don't talk about my cousin like that, man.
Oh, he gave you the cousin discount, huh?
Oh, yeah. Super special. Well, anything else that you want to cover about a possible update?
No, I really can't think of anything for February. Yeah. But man, I'm really hoping we get a Nintendo Direct to talk about it. That'd be good.
They got to, right? I mean, if it's got to drop within next week, so...
Right.
All right, well... Everybody in chat, stick around. If you're on the podcast, enjoy the short break, and we'll see you back in the community spotlight.
Woohoo!
Kurt, you're crackling.
Am I?
Yeah, they're saying in chat that you're crackly.
Crackly.
Sounds like a bad cable.
Great. That is awesome. Let me try something.
Hi, everybody. Can you guess what our theme is today? Let me turn my... let's turn that off. Go Noof. What's shaking? Star Trek. We did Star Trek 2 weeks ago, Bean. Get with it. Let's see who's in chat. A swan named UnBeelieveable by Kurt A10, Baloney Ninja B, Mel Feet, Forging Winton, Kit Kat the Cat, Landon Arts, and Queen Hat. Appreciate all you coming in. Is the game audio coming through? Like, can you hear? Yes. All right. Thank you. You got Jordy's. I do have Jordy's visor, but we did it last week, 2 weeks ago.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
I rebooted my audio interface and caused Zoom to crash, and yeah, no, it's all good.
That's a lot better. It sounds wonderful.
Hold on. I have to restart my recording.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's all right. Now I've restarted it. We'll just have to figure out the.
I got it.
You have to figure out the time. Is all.
Ready? Let's clap. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great. That sounded on beat.
Close enough.
Do.
Do.
All right. That's fine. I'm still in quarantine, so I can take as much time tonight as I need.
Professional broadcasting.
You ready?
I am ready.
All right, bring us in.
And welcome back from the break. Thank you for sticking around for Nook's Tavern. And now, after the break, we focus on, as always, Community Spotlight.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes.
You know that rhinoceros inside the game that has the strawberry nose?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Is it?
I can never remember her name, and I always have trouble with it.
Is it Rhinosbury?
I think so. So here's a realistic picture that somebody made of an actual rhino that they've painted pink and put a little strawberry on the end of her nose, just like that wonderful rhinoceros that I can never remember the name of. I pulled this from Reddit, from somebody named Franith, and I like it. I like when they take characters from Animal Crossing and give them a realistic look.
Yeah.
I love it.
That is one big pink rhino. That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought so. From the landscape just to the colors that they use, the contrasting colors, I found it very appealing, and
yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot.
That's very cool.
The second thing that I brought today was somebody built an apiary inside their little village in the woods. So they've got a lot of beehives going on, fallen hives. And I liked it because we've been in winter for a while.
Yep.
Right? And I missed the lush greenness of the islands. So it's not much to look at, but I don't know, man. It stung me in a weird way.
It's kind of that cottagecore look, but with the are those actually beehives in the game, or those are beehives. Okay.
Yeah. You can craft those.
That looks awesome. I love it.
I agree. With a little path going through the forest and a couple beehives here and there. I really enjoyed the heck out of it.
A little net over on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It also just made me feel like, I'm kind of done with winter, and I wish we were hitting them spring and summer months again, where just a little bit more color on the island.
Absolutely. Yeah. And with spring and summer comes the ability to, go out and play a little mini golf.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? I found another person who has turned their island into a little putt-putt course. And I know we've talked about one of these before, and this one's a winter one, right? We talked one a couple months ago in the summer, and it was really well made. This person has made their island into another putt-putt course, but this time during the winter. And a little bit different design from before. And it just worked. It worked really well for me.
You know what the bummer is that you can't actually do anything with it. Because it looks awesome. And it looks like if there was some, and I know this is too much to ask, but if there was some like playground ball and a hole mechanic that you could actually knock things into, that would be pretty cool.
So you want to have them program
Yep.
mini games inside of Animal Crossing that you can play with your community.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, me too. That sounds wonderful.
Because I mean, even like one of the things I've been toying around with is it's really stupid simple, but laying out like a checkerboard on the ground, and then just using items that you can get as checkers, or maybe a chess set.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you could easily do that. And I don't know. It's just another
unfortunately,
way.
you can't move items. When you have friends over.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, that would be so dope to have a chessboard, like a villager-sized chessboard, just up on your island.
But if people brought their own pieces,
Oh,
they could drop them.
Though, imagine trying to reset that because we don't have like the room drop view, right? We would have to move everything by hand. I don't want that anymore. I changed my mind, just like that. That sounds like a headache. I'm gonna play chess for 6 seconds, and then take 4 hours to reset it. Ugh.
Well, yeah. So the thing is, you gotta not be
You gotta
losing at
get
chess
good.
so quickly.
Get good.
Get good. So what we needed them to do really is to program a chess simulator within the game.
There you go.
So that we can get good, so that we can play manual chess on the ground.
So since we do have a special guest in studio with us today, I found a version of his jacket there out on the internet already because the internet works so quickly. So somebody has already created the Bernie jacket.
Oh my, really?
Yep, they have. And the MA code is 8535 1495 9451. So if you want to get in on this already burned out meme that is all over the place is the time of this recording, there's the creator code. It will also be in the show notes. Unfortunately, there's not a mittens code that you can get on, but at least you could sit down and look grumpy.
But even the cuffs look like it's the beginning of the mittens.
It most certainly does.
It's so good.
It's so good. But it's just...
I approve.
It's also so ridiculous how fast these people work.
Yep.
Right?
Wow. It's like they're home and don't have to go to work.
All
It's
right.
the weirdest thing.
Get out of here.
All right. So all right. So that was very cool. Unexpected, because I didn't look at these yet. So this one.
The last thing that I brought on pictures from Reddit was somebody has created a rainforest temple scene with waterfalls flowing and the works.
I understand the waterfalls. I understand the bushes. I understand the bridge and those lanterns.
Okay.
I don't understand that temple.
Why?
At work.
What?
What's that? Is that just panels?
Oh, well, I don't know. There have to be panels, right?
That they just customized?
Yeah, they have to be.
They have to be. Because it's stunning.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other thing to work on that except
And
for
then perspective.
panel works.
Which, even the perspective, it makes it look like it goes higher than you're allowed to.
True. Almost certainly does.
I mean, that is a great example of forced perspective that doesn't rely on a beach.
No, you're right.
Right?
Yeah, completely, because, I mean, that's the easiest way to do it, right, is to use your lower beach, but no, it looks to be just in the middle of somebody's island. I found a lot of these rainforest-themed pictures like a lot of them this week. So I don't know if the Southern Hemisphere, since they are in the height of summer, are just going out and recreating some of these jungle scenes, or what. But I don't ever remember seeing stuff like this, a couple months ago with us. But I've been seeing a heck of a ton of them now.
Right. Yeah, it's maybe everybody's just yearning for the warmth.
Possibly. I mean, I certainly am, right? That bee picture got me pretty hard.
Mark the time. And, it's everybody's really just looking. Now, what's weird is, I don't know about you, but it feels like this winter hasn't been nearly as cold as in the past.
No, it hasn't, especially not in Pennsylvania where I live. But, I mean, you got to also remember the last couple winters where I live, I haven't gotten snow. So we got one snowfall almost like a month ago, and that's it. Like that's all we've gotten over the last couple of years. So.
Yeah, that's not been the case for where I am, but it's like this morning was cold. I noticed that it was cold, and it was like 21 degrees Fahrenheit, and I think that's like been almost the coldest that we've had it this winter. Like it really has not been.
We're just jinxing ourselves.
I know.
So,
and I justified it by saying that January is normally, like, early January is when it normally gets really cold. And so.
Good.
Well, welcome to 3 Below Zero in March.
I brought 2 YouTube videos as well. So
oh, boy.
The first one is a band in a YouTube channel called The Team Players. It is 2 acoustic guitar players covering the 2 a.m. theme of Animal Crossing. They have a bunch of video game music, but this one was just simple, 2 acoustics, and just really have that M-ward kind of musical sound to it.
Yep.
So I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah, it's really well done. They have a fair amount of subscribers, like 32,000.
Yep.
And they play pretty well. Yeah, it's definitely soothing to listen to. Very cool.
Yeah, 100%. So, on the other side of the tracks, which isn't 2 soothing guitars, is what instrument?
It is. As soon as I pull it up, I'll know. Because I don't have it preloaded.
You're right. It's the automatone.
Automatone. I love an automatone.
So, somebody has done a cover of KK Bubblegum with an automatone and a piano. And we haven't had a Bubblegum cover on here in a while.
Nope.
And I love automatones as well because they are strange and they sound annoying. I figured I would want to share this with all of you.
Yeah. And they've got one of the big ones, too.
Yes.
My son had one of the smaller automatones, and, man, that is so annoying.
So this group is called We Are Magic Carp. You can find them on YouTube. You can either just type in their name or look up Animal Crossing automatone, or just check the show notes, to be honest with you. And then there's not that many views on it. There's only 384. Jeez. 385 views on the video. So check that out.
Want to redo that line or just keep going?
No, I'm keeping it.
All right, cool. All right, so
there's enough editing that has to be done on this episode.
We're punchy after a couple of weeks off. So, and this automatone isn't nearly as annoying as others.
No, because it's not in my hands.
Right.
I have 2 automatones now.
Do you?
Yeah. The other one's not in reach. I'll show you when we're done stream.
All right, cool.
All right. So that's the community spotlight.
Yeah.
Anything else, Kurt?
I really don't have anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, it really doesn't seem to. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything else that I can think of because we're waiting on content.
I hear you, my dude. So let's just let's wrap her up. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Nooks Tavern. This episode of Nooks Tavern was brought to you by the executive producer, B-Mail. Thanks for your support, my dude. If you want to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/Nooks Tavern and support where you can. If you have a moment, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review. It really helps the show grow. Thank you to Emily Swan for our album art and the wonderful weekly art she produces for every episode of Nooks Tavern. Support her over at patreon.com/aswannamedemily. You have a story about your island you'd like to share? Email the show at nookstavern@gmail.com and join the wonderful community over in our Discord at tiny.cc/nookstavern. Kurt, where can people find you?
People can find me all over the place, but on Twitter is VO by Kurt. On Twitch, I am also wow, I am getting all choked up about all kinds of stuff. I'm also very excited about the fact that I've renamed my Twitch handle to VO by Kurt. I am at VO by Kurt wherever you find me. On Mondays and Thursday nights, I am here over on FTH Beyond doing Strike Force podcast. And on Thursday nights, obviously, right here. But also, Storytime with Kurt is officially back up and running. We are launching Chapter 1 of a new book tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, anchor.fm/Storytime with Kurt. And, we've got 12 episodes in the can, and we're just going to keep rolling from here. So, Phil, where can they find you?
Twitch, Twitter, Instagram with a 1 at Imaginary Nomad. We just finished our Scared Stupid and have gone into a scarier game than Soma. It's called Resident Evil 7, and I do not like it. So check that out there. And then, Botch Podcasts and Almost Daily Discourse. All the schedule that I do, my shows, are down in my panels below my stream over at twitch.tv/ImaginaryNomad. And if you want to support me, you can over at patreon.com/ImaginaryNomad. And get into my very strange Discord. Anything else, Kurt?
Well, I only have one thing to say, and it's clobbering time.
And with great podcasting comes great responsibilities. We'll see you next week, nerds.
I fed you a line. I wasn't sure if you saw it.
Oh, did you text me?
Yeah, well, in the Zoom chat.
Oh, no.
That's
No,
all right.
because
It's all good.
I've got everything else rolling.
It was just as good. We still need a title.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Oh. Sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you to Senator Sanders for joining us today. He still has to go to 2 other cookouts after here, so enjoy your time there, Mr. Sanders. Thanks, everybody, for coming out and chat. Let's thank these people by name. The swan named Emily, VO by Kurt, another TV viewer, A10, Mel, Carbot14, Code Noof, Commander Root, Feet, Forging Winton, Kit Kat, the Cat's Cat, and Queen_Hat.
Queen Hat. So we need a show name.
Show title. What should we name the episode? The episode title.
So one of the things I came up with was, what do you meme Bernie was here?
Okay. And I want to do
very
Nook Vengers Assemble.
What was that?
Nook Vengers Assemble.
You just went silent on me.
Really?
I can't hear you now.
What?
Can you guys hear him in the stream?
I can hear me. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Now I can.
What?
Oh, I'm getting your internet connection is unstable. That is awesome.
Yours? Yeah.
Mine. Yep, that's awesome.
I said Nook Vengers Assemble.
Didn't we use that already?
I feel like we did.
Well, hold on. Good thing we keep show notes.
Code Noof said yes.
No. Yeah, I'm not going to use show notes. I'm going to go to anchor.fm/Nooks Tavern. And I think we did.
Yeah, no.
Because
If Code Noof says yes, then we did.
Because we would have done it for Endgame. I would think.
It's just not his connection that's unstable. Am I right?
Yeah.
Get him, Nicole.
Yeah, that's great, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Did you finish your Grogu?
She did. She finished it on stream.
Nice. So,
Pay no attention to the weeds all around my island.
We could call it Nookavision.
Could. But I don't want to.
Nope. We could call it We're Just Biding Our Time.
Get out of here. I hope everyone enjoyed Kurt's last episode of Nook's Tavern. We'll be holding auditions next week.
Right.
No, I don't need help cleaning up.
We could call it Kamala Isn't Just Ms. Marvel's real name. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
We could call it West Coast Nook Vengers. Even though we're on the East Coast.
Is there an X-Men thing we can think of? Or is there a doctor what's the Dormu guy from
Nook Mamu?
we've come to what's the line from the movie? We've come to
Isn't it We've Come to Bargain?
I think
I've
so.
come to bargain.
Nook Dormu?
Mamu.
Nook Dormu?
Nook Dormu. Well, it's Dormammu, right? So it'd be Nook Mamu or Dornuku.
Nook Force?
Nook Force. Noox-Men, Noox.
Oh, the Uncanny Noox-Men?
The Uncanny Noox-Men. I like that.
I like that. Write that down for now.
All right. Weekend at Nookie's.
We're not. God, I want to save that in case we ever do Limp Bizkit. If we dress up as the members of Limp Bizkit. I want to save Nookies.
Okay. Let's see.
Code Doof. That wasn't too many weeds.
I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to also think of like Winter Soldiers, right? Captain Nook America's Winter Soldiers,
Right.
or something that could be played off of there.
Captain Nook America and Isabucky.
I hate you. You knew leaving your lips I was going to hate that.
Yep.
Oh, I already know how I'm going to write the show notes.
Professor Bernie and the Noox-Men.
All right. Oh, I didn't stop my recording.
Yeah, neither have I.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, you know what? I did. I actually did.
Ugh. Damn it.
That's okay. You got time.
Time is on my side. Episode 40.
Nicole, that'd be a terrible name for an episode.
The Professionals. That's not even superhero adjacent. Come on, Nicole. I'm Cyclops. Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Because that's what everybody says. Pew pew. Get out of here. You stink.
And I'm Phoenix. Watch me burn. E. Sanders.
Oh, shut up. All right, we're ending the stream now so I can curse at Kurt.
Oh, Bean.
Language
Family
bean.
stream.
Language bean.
Why don't we have a sensor on there?
Kurt with the fire tonight? Wrong.
Sweet. She's right. She's always right.
The fire is trash that is burning.
Burning.
Oh, goodbye, everyone.